Good morning, guys. First of all, hello, and good work, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, just so frustrated and angry about it. With respect to Martin, he said these things happen. It doesn't happen to teams on the up and up, and it doesn't happen to teams who expect to be anywhere at the top of the Premier League as well. It's been coming. I've been telling fellow fans and other people who are into football, it's been coming, and the players just, I don't know, I'm just so angry about it.
And you're not happy with Fernandes, Phil?
No, I've seen him stamp his feet before and that, like when he's not had a decision go his way. I've seen him stamp his feet, and it's as though I'm just speechless almost. And I've been telling people it's coming, and also just to clip on the end of that, Liverpool should be embarrassed as well, because where did that come from?
That's a point.
It was spectacular in every sense of the word. Phil, thank you for that. Alex, another Manchester United fan. Alex, good morning to you. I mean, is this just a blip, or is it more deep-rooted as far as United are concerned?
Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for having me on. Fantastic show as always.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing I want to talk about is just the absolute disarray and state of our captaincy at the moment. I'm sick and tired of watching Bruno Fernandes. Every single time he doesn't get the ball, he slips or he doesn't get a challenge his way. All he's doing is throwing his hands up in the air, having a go at the ref, and not doing his bloody job. Manchester United fans, we've been in a great place, we're going places, but if anyone could not see this coming, then you're completely deluded. Yeah. We have no leadership on that pitch. Yes, we're starting to play in a different way. We've got a proper manager and he's getting something out of the players. But we need to have a good hard look at ourselves and say, who's the leader on this pitch?
But Alex, you need to have a good hard look at yourselves, because did you lot not hound out your previous captain, Harry Maguire?
We did, but equally, there's still no one in that club that I think fits that role in the direction that we're going. I really don't think there is.
I mean, Fernandes is going to cop for it, Simon, because of his attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got no dog in the fight, to quote your good self, mate, but I was watching it yesterday, he was even annoying me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll be clear. I don't like Fernandes as a footballer. I think he's a very talented footballer, but I don't like his characteristics, I don't like his outlook. I don't like a lot of the things that we saw exhibited in that moment. I try to balance it up by saying he's a good footballer, but notwithstanding it, I don't think he's a leader. I don't think he embodies what Man United will need to do to get back to where they need to get to, which is at the very top of the tree. So I think the Man United fans, well, will call it as they see it. But of course, you must remember in all of this, putting aside all of it, it's not the players' fault. It's not the manager's fault. It's the Glazers' fault.
It's not the Glazers' fault, Alex. For once, they're off the hook this morning, right?
You never hear those words out of my mouth on radio broadcast, that's for sure, especially not with Simon on the air. But look, I just think we're going through this habit at the moment as well. If you watch the West Ham FA Cup game, we don't play to the whistle and we're constantly moaning about decisions. We need to just do our jobs and trust the process that we're going through. But we're not there yet. We're not.
Everyone's loving this, James. I've got to say to you, there's James, a Chelsea fan, United fans on talkSPORT. What a difference a few days make. Alex, thanks for that. Paul's another one of many, many United fans trying to get through this morning. Paul, good morning. What do you make of all that?
Good morning. I don't think it's anything that Ten Hag did know deep down. He must know that the squad is 3 to 5 players short and that in a dead need of a leader. There's no leaders. Bruno is not a leader. He's a decent footballer, but he's not a great, and he's not a leader. So,
would you agree with that, Martin? He's not a leader.
Do you know what I'll say? All of the characteristics that were evident yesterday with Fernandes have been there, Jim, since he's come to the UK. We've known it. He sees it. I can't even look at him because it annoys the hell out of me. But I try to look at what he can do rather than the things that are really annoying because he has got great talent. So the decision has to be made. This new Manchester United, is he going to be a part of that? I mean, Pogba was a player that they kind of like, they had this sort of power struggle between him and Fernandes has sort of taken top job. He's come in, a new contract. Did they make the right call? Were either of them good enough? You know, they've got to look now, is that the type of player they want? They want his creativity. They want his 11 assists. They want his 7 goals. But do they want those personality traits that really annoy you?
Briefly, Martin, if Fernandes was a teammate of yours at full time, would you be saying something to him?
I think I'd have to say to him, stop for feigning injury, stop looking for advantages. It's going against us. And it's creating... And in neutral, watching that yesterday, surely doesn't... You look at some of the players' reactions.
Could you say that to your captain? Could you, as a player,
Why not?
I'm not suggesting you couldn't. I'm asking you, as a player that's been in that situation, could you say that to a captain of the team?
Of course you could. A captain doesn't really have. It's not the same situation as a rugby union or rugby league. I think you can actually say it, and it's very contrasting, isn't it? When Roy Keane must be watching that, thinking his behaviour is so much in the opposite corner to where Roy Keane was. He wouldn't go
Steve
down
Bruce before him.
And that's annoying, Jim. But is that the modern day player? Is that what we want? He's far from perfect. He can change, and Ten Hag has to try to change him. And if he can't, he has to go.
A lot of messages coming in about Fernandes specifically. There's one of them, a United fan. You cannot win titles with personalities like Bruno in the side. He's a negative influence. I'm afraid, Bruno, you're coming in for it this morning. You've joined us in the past, but this morning you're getting it in the neck.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.